Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to tonight. We have the Monte Carlo Open semi-finals. Monte Carlo Open is the precursor tournament to the main tournament. It's prestigious in its own right. Steve Sachs won it one year, very strong, giant GM from California. We had, I have to think, maybe Kazuki got close to winning it. But anyway, it's a really prestigious tournament. And in my match, we have Malcolm Hudson from Australia. We've already got in the chat, let's go Max. Max Urban, who I know of. I don't think I've ever met him, from South Africa. So we have South Africa versus Australia today. Really exciting match. I know that Max plays extremely well. Malcolm is a really strong player as well. So it's going to be a tight match, I think. I think I once played against Malcolm in the doubles 4 years ago here, but he doesn't remember it. And in the background, people might recognize, just behind me over my right shoulder, a gentleman who tried his luck last year at the World Championship final. He was a bit, it wasn't really it was unsuccessful in the end, but he tried his best. He had a lot of gut and courage, and he brought a bit of fire to the tournament and a bit of style. So if we can get him to join me, we will. We'll see later. Just have to start the stream off. Anyway, they should be starting any moment. I'm assuming this is. Well, I can see it's a 13-point match, so it was 11-point match. No, this is an 11-point match because it's not the finals. So the final will be 13. So a classic 11-point match. I think of 11 points as always the meat and potatoes of backgammon. Those are the matches, along with the 7-pointers that you have in the UBC. The 11-point is the match length that we're really familiar with. It's what I grew up with when I started playing BMAB in the UK. You play 11-point matches to assess how good you are. It assesses your PR. So that is going to be exciting. I'm just wondering, playing room is kind of filling up. So in the rest of the tournament, we have satellites. We've got a satellite going on at 1 o'clock, so that'll be in a couple of hours. We have, in the evening, we have the doubles tournament, which is going to be exciting. We have, I think the high roller might be starting today, but maybe Wilson could confirm that. He's just sitting on my left-hand side. We have Chris Vimbos in the chat, who I know from, I think he's watched some of my streams before. South Africa Backgammon, I don't know exactly who that is, but maybe I could guess. And we've got Jacques, who I know comes from South Africa. So board is coming up. Max is wearing his big Backgammon Galaxy. He's got his avatar on the front of his T-shirt. I had one, but very early on, Mark was kind enough to send me a Backgammon Galaxy T-shirt, which I proudly wore. Well, sometimes it was... When I went running, I think, maybe I wore it. They are handshaking. Max is on the bottom. He's playing the white checkers. Malcolm's on the top playing the black. Let's just see what kind of... what kind of match we get. Like Max looks focused. Malcolm looks relaxed, very relaxed. We don't have an XG feed, but that's good. 6-5. Okay, Malcolm's going to run. Of course. Clock is running because you can see the delay time going down. Double 5 is a strong roll, but the downside is that you leave the blot on the 8 points, so you leave 5-3 and 2-6, and double 4 as return shots. But obviously, it's a very strong roll. 3-6 won't be enough to give Max a cube. I don't think that's quite a cube, but it's aggressive. It's fine. The problem is there's just not enough to improve your position here. Of course, a 3-1 or a double 1 will improve your position. Now you've got the 4 points in board, and I think this would be a very big pass. So Max will be happy that he cubed. 6-2. I'm not 100% sure whether I would just bring the 2 down. I'm not delighted to be hit with a 5-2 or a 4-3, but he goes for it. I'm going to have to talk so quickly because these guys are not going to use any time. That's what I've just realized. So 6 is almost certainly going to make the bar. 3 is going to split. I think it would be a mistake to not split. But then I see that you get only leave 2-6 and double 4 if you play 11-8. If you play that outside checker, the lone checker into the 8 point, you're not leaving that many shots. But I think the downside of being hit. So Max does, and he took a little bit of time, allowing me time to catch up. So fantastic. Well, good play. I don't know what was fantastic. Double 1. Okay, Malcolm needs to come in. It's extremely gammonish already. Just could go 4 points without any... So 1-2 is going to go round, and then I think the last one, I like this play, is just going to come out to the 18 because you want to put the checker on the 5 point, I think. So by elimination, the last one has to be 24-18. Can Malcolm come in? No. So 5-1, 5-3, 3-1, closing the board. 4-3 just brings it round to the 11 point. So the only return shot that Malcolm has is a 4-5. He's taking a little bit of time here, so I think he's thinking about making the 9 point, but I think that would be wrong to leave the back checker stuck back on the 7 point. What you're worried about is just being hit with like a 2-1 or a 2-6 or a 4-1 or a 4-6. So if Malcolm rolls either of those numbers, he's very happy to hit that checker on the 7 point and not leave too many return shots. So I would go for very happily for this. Got Craig Elfenbein in the chat. 4-3. Finally, Malcolm comes in. That's fair. And I think I would just unstack that heavy 13 point, which has got a 6th checker on it. It doesn't have 5 checkers because we remember that Malcolm rolled a 6-5 to start with. Anyway, but it's not going to help Malcolm, to be honest, because he's got so much to do. 5-2 will just hit and then bring that checker from the 11 point closer as a builder. But if Malcolm can roll a 4, he can save himself to some degree. It won't be over. He does roll double 4. Maybe you can just escape the checker all the way around, but you certainly want to make the 9 point as well. If you stay there, you're in some danger. This is not immediately obvious to me. I think I would venture just going all the way around to the 9 point and not be very sure about my play whatsoever. If you go all the way around to the 9 point, you leave 3-6, 5-4, double 5 as return shots, which is only 5 shots. I mean, he wishes he had another 4 to play. 1, so this is 2, 3. And Malcolm agree. It's really nice when people go with the play. I think I would do it, but he rolls the 5-4. Okay, he was in a good spot anyway, but he's just gonna put the hammer down. Malcolm just needs to come in. Any fan is fatal. The only upside for Malcolm is that 1s are duplicated for Max. 4-2 is going to come round to the 10 point. Again, we can see what Max is thinking. He was thinking of making the 9 point before, so the opportunity is arisen as well. So he's thinking about it, but I just think it's much better to get those checkers round, closer to home. Only leaving 4-5, 4-6. 4-4 again. Back to... And he has to come out and just resign for a single game, effectively. I mean, this is a resignation, but you can't stay. And Malcolm just plays it like without any thought. Double 6 is cocked. We can see what I mean by that is that White is just now going to win the game by winning the race, but Malcolm couldn't stay there to try and get a shot because it was just too dangerous with no board. Double 5 might help. Just taking a breather. Craig thinks the 9 was the right play. Possibly. Got Offer, Hollinger, Jens, Thomas. We definitely have some Max Urban fans. But like I've often found myself saying in these games, that when a race seems won for one player, suddenly somehow, I mean, it looks like Malcolm has a chance at the least. I'm not going to count the pips. I think we can just be satisfied to see that the race is pretty close, just visually, just eyeballing it. 5-3. We want to put a checker on the 4 point, and Malcolm will play 8-5. No, okay. That's good as well. Putting checkers where you want them, that's the idea. 3-2. Maybe just play to the 4 point. I don't know. That's going to be fine. There won't be much difference. Malcolm to win the race, I think I would give you... I would lay you... What? 9-1. 10-1. 9-1's too generous. Because I've got to make a bit of money. I'm a bookie. I've got to try and trick you out of some money. 5-6. Max is stoic. He's not moved at all. He's not moving a muscle. Remember, this is the semi-finals, so just one more match after this. The room is kind of warming up a bit. I can hear like sounds of people and chat. We've got Panagiotis Perogiu in the chat with the South Africa flag. I mean, all we can say about Malcolm's position is he's not struggling to save the gammon. He's more kind of in a no man's land between I'm going to lose the game and I've got about 2%. Yeah. I love Max's composure. That's right, Jack. I think it's I think it really helps to, if you can't get the composure in your head, get it in your body, and then maybe the head will play ball. Okay, 6-1. So it's looking pretty bleak for Malcolm. It's funny, all these games, there must be some way of like shortening the game and just kind of, why don't we just call it 1.8 points instead of 2? Like you just hit a button and the computer settles it for you. I mean, you can just have decimal points, couldn't you? For points, that's an idea. Are you coming to the Africa Open? I mean, maybe. When is it? I've never been to... Miranda's on stream 1. I'm just looking around to check. She's still there. Yeah, I've never been to South Africa. Never been. I've been to... I don't know if I can even say I've been to Egypt. I've been to the Sinai Peninsula. It's kind of Egypt. Africa, but... This is Jin. Interesting when people play on, but I mean, you know, he kind of knows it's Jin. Jin means that the game is completely won. So Max takes a 2-0 lead. What did we have? We had like we had a blitz, interestingly, that Malcolm escaped twice with a double 4. The first time he got hit back. Second time he managed to just escape, and he immediately ran, identifying that it was too dangerous to stay on the home board. And just kind of gave up for a 2-point loss, which I think is very, very wise. I think they're playing well. I think they're playing really nicely. Australian Open. Did someone say the African Open? Cape Town. Anyway, 6-1. Max makes the bar. Malcolm splits 4-3. Yeah, I would come up with both. It's a minor thing. 3-1's going to make the 5. Malcolm's 4s are now duplicated. Like if he rolls a 4-1, yeah, he's going to hit, but it's turning down the beautiful 5 point. 5-2's going to hit on the outside. Nice. Yeah, that's right. The gammon was like taken from him with the double 4, so that's going to come in and hit. So interestingly, you know, looking when that evens out the game pretty much. That equalizes, I would say. 3 men back versus a much better board, and 2 men back, 2-5. The 5 maybe you could think about coming out, hitting. I'm not sure. Could be. 5-2, he's going to be happy to come in and hit the checker on the 3 point. Yes, he wants to get the checker off the the 4 point in his home board. I didn't see this option. I don't love the fact that yes, Malcolm might have some bad rolls after you do this and lock up the prime, but he might just roll a 3. There is a downside here that if Malcolm rolls like anything with a 6, not a 5, 6 or a double 6, he gets to hit the checker on the... There are some returns, basically, and this is one of them. On the checker on the 8 point, that loose checker at the back of the prime. So again, Malcolm's got a similar decision. I think he should just come in on the back and hit. I think. But actually, I'm not positive. This locks up a very good anchor. I'd have to have another look at it. 4-1. Well, now we're happy to hit. Now, oh, right, okay, people are touting different tournaments in the chat. 3-1, yeah, probably make the 22 points, getting into tricky territory, but I think you like to lock up the anchor. Have to take another look at that. Would take a little bit more time, but anyway, but Max will be happy to make the lock up the 4 prime there. The 2 almost certainly just make the anchor. No better improvement that I can see. And what can Malcolm do? Malcolm, though he made the 2 anchors, I think he wants to come out with a 6. The 4 will make the 9 point, and I think the 1 should just play 22-21. I think he'll most likely make that play. It seems very logical, which is nice to know that even though he made the anchor, he's happy to just be flexible and break it later. Didn't see Malcolm hit the clock, but 6-3, happy to run all the way. So what Max wants to do to win the game is, of course, just get those checkers round while he has those 4 checkers of Malcolm primed. And one of the best checkers to play, I think, is the one that's from the back. But that one gets hit. Malcolm might use the opportunity to come up. I think that would be wise. There doesn't seem to be all that much gain staying on the 22 at the moment, unless we happen to be hit and then we can make that anchor again. But I don't think that's a game plan we want to invest time and money in. 3-6 is not so good because we can't escape with that checker, which is the one we want to escape from. So we're going to have to play 13-7, breaking the mid. I mean, it's possible you could come off the 20 point. I wouldn't completely rule it out, but we hate to give up our 20 points. We never give up our 20 point. Malcolm's going to run with one of those checkers. I'm not sure which one. If he runs with the front one, of course, we can get it safe. But if he runs with the back one, he gets the more important checker, the more blocked-in checker free, and that's a crucial thing. So what is he going to go for? He's thinking the same things. Dorans thinks we should make the 7 point. Yeah, maybe, actually. Okay, he releases from the 21. I'm not totally sure on any of the play. Here you can just make the 3. You would like to come out. Problem is, you'd like to come out with that checker from the 22 point. I'm a man that loves to come out from primes. That's what I like to do. Because when you're stuck back, you're you're stuck back. 3-6 is going to fan. It's going to lead a little bit more for a cube. I think we're going to release that back checker all the way. Love that play from Max. Very natural. Still going to have work to do. I mean, Malcolm's just going to come in. When he's got that 4 point anchor, that's unfortunately cocked. He's going to eventually come in. So when your opponent has an anchor, you have to be much further advanced than you might think when they're on the bar in order to cube. And as we see, Malcolm did come in, I think on the 2nd or 3rd roll. 5 he plays down. Checkers on the outfield are perfectly placed to roll a nice 6-4, making the 9 point. So Max is thinking about it now, and especially leading 2-0, but even at any score, really, I don't like to cube this. I think this would give away too much to Malcolm. Max's checkers on the 20 point are just primed, and there aren't that many roll. Okay, good. He's just having a look. 4-2. Okay, we're going to play safe. So we do improve. We get we solve a liability, a block liability, by making the 11-point anchor. It's not a blocking point, but it will do. 4-1 again. Malcolm's playing really nicely. He's I don't remember exactly how he played. I think, as I said, I played doubles against him many years ago. 4-1, definitely slotting the 4. And again, see, it makes sense. Of course, if Max was thinking of cubing the go before, he'll cube would cube now. Now, I think you have to think about coming off the anchor. And let's see what this man is made of. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I would give it some thought. The alternative play of 11-6, lovely. I might give some thought to 2 out, actually. I'd have to look at it. So bringing both checkers out, but he's rewarded, as far as I can see on first glance. Double 5 is not going to be able to touch any of those checkers. What does Malcolm do, though? What does he do? Well, he has to play from the 9-point and the 8-point. So 2 from the 9-point. I think he's... Well, he could release the 13. No, he can't release the 13 because we've got, as Max, we've got a checker stuck back on the 20, which is needs to jump over that stumbling block. So Malcolm needs to keep that midpoint there as a hurdle for Max to jump over. So going back to, I think, making the 4-point from the 9-point, and then it's difficult, isn't it? I don't really know. I did think about this. I'm not sure that it could be fine. The problem with this is that you allow your opponent some chance over the course of the next few rolls of making the 4-point. Malcolm seems like he's I'm not 100% sure. I did dismiss this, but maybe. Any ideas in the chat? So let's say Malcolm does this and Max gets that checker safe from the 13. I don't think Malcolm is happy about the fact that he's just taken that anchor and pushed it right forward and lost all the contact. Craig says 9-4 twice, 6-1 twice. Aye. Well, this I would, and this is probably I would cube. Maybe the other one would be a cube, but this now that Malcolm's had to release, or chosen to release, if it was the wrong play, the checkers from the 21-point, he's given, not immediately, there are no immediate numbers which create a 6 prime, and Max won't be willing to, I like the cube, Max won't be willing to give up the 8-point to make the 4-point, but over the course of the next few rolls, Malcolm has given Max the opportunity to make the 4-point, which I think justifies. Okay, 6. Is that? Whoa, didn't see this. This could be. We do pay off to like 4-1. 4-3 is going to hurt us. 1-1, 1-3. Okay, is he going to? How easy is it to fill that gap? I was a bit surprised at that, making it a little bit difficult now for himself, Max. Like, what does he do with the 5-1? Is he going to have to play out and then 8-7? Like, you really want to make the 8-point. Maybe you can and play 11-10. I didn't see that. Okay, well, of course, the 1 would be 11-10. Okay, I think that's better. It does duplicate a 1, I suppose. Craig says 23 block, a big liability. I don't know what I would... I think with the 5-1, yeah. I think I would make the 8-point and do this, but it's not clear. It's not easy. But I'm questioning that 6-4 play. Interesting. Oh, doesn't come in, and now Max should be okay-ish. So he's going to come out, make the 10-point. But making that 6-4 play did give Max a little bit of work to do, or he had to take some risk. He was going to have to incur some risk, and Malcolm is continuing to roll poorly until the very last moment when he rolls a double 4. 1. We will see 1, 2. Well, you just have to release the 10-point, which you don't necessarily want to do because you love having it as a building point. He's not going to do... I don't think he's... no. So he maybe because he wants to keep the 10-point. But I think you just have to give up. on the 10 points blocking value here and building value for the 4 point. Can Malcolm come in? Will he, if a 4-5 with... Oh! Those dice don't want to... They just don't want to lie flat for some reason. I have no idea why. There's these funny... Oh, I thought it was a 4-5. And if you rolled it, I'm sure you would just come right out, resigning the game. Okay, 6-4 is going to make the 1 point quite happily. This 6-4 will point behind the open point. Malcolm's only got really a 4-3 to save it. Whoa! Now I can see Max looks composed, but I can sense a little bit of you can sense a little bit of excitement, let's put it that way. 2-1, nice play, I think. But maybe we could keep the checker on the 6 point to try and really go for the gammon. 8-6-4 off, gammon play. 6-5 of course would be perfect. Then back-to-back boxes. Sail away in the night with the gammon. I think he has to play safe, having said that here, but I'm not sure. Probably too much just to take a checker off. Not sure with these ones. It's curiously often right just to take a checker off for the risk that you incur. 5-1. So now he will play safe. And that's a downer because he doesn't get to take a checker off. But I don't think we want to create internal gap. I don't love this. Let's... Okay, he's going to go back. Fan. Very gammonish. I mean, maybe 60-65%. Maybe not that much more than that. Okay, going down. You know, Malcolm's... I'm not a crossover counter kind of guy, but we can see that Malcolm's got every chance of 3-2. It looked like a 3-1 of saving this gammon. I mean, he's rolled so badly. 6 comes in. Got Tatiana Infinity cheering for Malcolm. So who have we got on the other stream? Does anyone know? I can quickly turn my head. Dagfin and someone. So the winner might be playing Dagfin. 6-3, 2 off. Gammon looks now, 6-3 is a strong roll. 6-3 is a strong roll, taking 2 off. So now the gammon is like, it's kind of back on. If Max can take checkers off every roll, it looks like he's good for a gammon. It might depend more upon that. If he does take 2 off, he's got 6 left. It might depend more upon that than what Malcolm can roll. But of course, Malcolm's rolls are going to be important. Now, I have played Max on Galaxy, I'm sure. I don't know if he knows that he did or remembers. I definitely have. I think I might have exchanged a few messages on Messenger with him, possibly. So Max is off in 3. It's possible to save it, but he's going to have to roll... Malcolm's going to have to roll a double, right? A big double. Okay, 2 in. You got to bring 2 in from the back, I think. But I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm 90% sure. It would be silly to give yourself longer crossovers. Okay. He didn't get the double, so he needs it now. Double 4. And above. Oh, oh, they're mocking him in the background. The South Africans. 6-0. So Max is sailing away. (6-1) makes the bar. 5-3 makes a 3 point. We've had that actually so many times in the UBC. I think yesterday. 3-1 making the 5. Yeah, it's not commentating from North London where I just get up and have to let the cat out on him numerous times. 3-6, nothing better than running, but you get to run beyond that block. Yeah, this is, I hear Doran in the background. This could very well be a double. This could very well be a double. I think, I mean, I think Malcolm's going to do it, and looking, no, he's not. Okay, I think I would. 5-4. I mean, how bad does it have to be score-wise? You're 11 away, 5 away, 5-4, perfect. I mean, this could just be a pass next go, and hopefully, if it is, Max doesn't take. 6-1. I think he just has to play safe. This is not going to be a pass, but it will be a cube. I think Malcolm will cube. Just safe. Malcolm will cube. Perfectly oh, no. This might end up costing Malcolm, so it looks like he's going to run to the 13. Is there anything better? Max will probably come up with a 3. And maybe Malcolm won't even cube. So if you know that Malcolm might not cube, that gives you even more incentive to come up with a 3. But I would come up with a 3 happily anyway. Race is close. We've got Amanda Urban in the chat. I think Max is playing well. I definitely come up with a 3, and I don't think Malcolm's going to cube, and he should do. He needs to close this this huge points gap. I wonder what Malcolm's listening to. I had a quick chat with him yesterday. I didn't realise he was in the semi-final. He seemed quite perky. Now I understand why. I like this play. I really do. He's only got 2 spares. Okay, he does cube. I guess you still have to take. We have been authorized, apparently.
Not crashing.
Not what?
I'm not gate crashing.
Okay, good. There's a protocol to follow, apparently, which I'm all for. This is my
Thank you,
friend and sparring partner from London, Pete Heskett.
Good.
What a pleasure to commentate with you.
Thank you, Simon.
I wasn't supposed to be here, but it was a last-minute thing. How are you doing?
I'm good. Enjoying the weather and the vibes in the room.
Yeah, it's hotting up a little bit.
So Malcolm versus Max.
Yeah, Australia versus
South Africa.
Yeah,
and we have a South African contingent behind us.
We do. Is it more than one? I mean,
okay, maybe it's just one.
Just one for now.
Just one for now.
Australia.
Australia as well.
Malcolm. I'm not I mean, I'm English. Okay.
So.
Double 5. Okay.
Max is holding the cube here.
Yeah, basically, Max had a checker back on the 21 point,
right.
And that's
yeah.
So this race should be. I think Malcolm's still got a bit of an edge in it, but I'm not the greatest at fast pip counts. How about you, Simon?
I am quite. So Max is 116. I'm really fast here for some reason, and Malcolm is 92.
Okay, yeah. So well,
that's a big.
Yeah,
that is
big lead.
Big old race lead.
But it can change, and very quickly. So let's see what happens here.
I think, yeah. If I'm black, I always think like, okay, it doesn't. But visually, it looks a bit weird. It doesn't look like black is really clinching the race. I mean,
yeah.
I would be happy as black, but
it's crossovers, I guess, is the indicator here, isn't it? So
yeah,
many more for white.
Well, I love to fill those gaps.
Yeah, this is
in Malcolm's board there. So now I'm happy as Malcolm.
There's a fine art to this whole thing of bearing in. And
there is like all these minute things, but there's a logic behind each of these little. Like, do you fill the gap? Do you take the checker off when you're actually bearing off?
So double 4 for Max.
I mean, but you see, it was like a 20 pip race lead, and now, of course, he's rolled 16.
There's a little bit of a war on the 6 point there. Who can fit the most checkers on it?
I know. What, you can only fit what? How many's 11?
So Malcolm, the first to get the checker off.
Oh, I know why you didn't join, because you had to go for You had to go for training. How was it?
It was good. I came through it.
Yeah, we have a very strict.
Hey,
Had to jump through a few hoops.
They ask you what do they ask you these days?
They did actually test me on pip counting, and I just got through.
Pip counting? No, they shouldn't test. Pip counting is not.
The ability.
I tell people
not
don't
to
worry
voluntarily
about.
swear as
If
well.
I was students, I tell people don't worry about pips. They say, "How do you pip count?" And I just say, "Oh, no, don't worry. You just it's too difficult."
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to help them.
Oh.
What? What happened?
I thought we were going to have a cocked dice there. I think these are the Galaxy dice. I have some of these, and you can often get them to balance on a corner.
Yeah, that's what was happening. Malcolm has a kind of a languid style, and the dice are not always falling.
I think
down.
there should be a prize if you can get both dice onto the corner, in a roll.
I've never seen that. Do you have these dice?
I have these same dice, yeah. So this race is still...
It's
still an opportunity
it's
for Max to catch up here.
Yeah.
Any big double. So this will go either 6-4 or 3-1. Probably playing for doubles. 6-4 is better.
Yeah.
Malcolm's managing to avoid the gap very skillfully.
I mean, what do you think? Malcolm must be 92, 93, maybe higher.
Yeah. And this is a match to 11. Yeah.
Match to 11.
Top,
yeah.
Do we know if the players have done a deal, Simon?
That's a good question. Like, there must be a fair amount of Wonga involved at this. Would you have done a deal at this stage? I think I probably would have done.
Yeah, I'm always doing deals.
Okay, all right.
I'm a hedger.
Yeah.
I just think when you go deep in a tournament, you don't really...
You don't want to count your chickens as like you've got lucky enough. Like, don't
exactly.
oh, I'm going to win.
Yeah, I made this mistake
especially
last
if we
year,
get deep in the World in the World Championship, and it's such a great thing to actually win the title that the money is not really.
Yeah.
So you don't want to have two bets on. You just want the bet of winning the.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you hedge the money side of it.
Especially if you're playing someone good, you don't want to play a big match for like a huge amount of on the line when you've done so well already.
Yeah. So 6-2.
So Max should be splitting.
Malcolm wins. He's got his foot back in the door just about. I think they're both playing really well.
Yeah, nice. What do you think Malcolm's listening to, Simon?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think maybe it's just noise cancelling. I've got that.
So this should
sense.
be the 4 point as well as the 9.
Yeah. This is a 4 and a 9
Nice
pointer.
one.
I'm totally with you. The only downside is you keep that big heavy stack on the 6 point, but we'll see how that develops.
So now an interesting decision about whether to split, because I think Max is ahead in the race now after that double 4, isn't he? So he could have thought about splitting there, but he doesn't. And this will hit.
Hitting, what a roll. Okay, so he's leading 6-2, so he probably won't be cubing next go.
Yeah.
The 4 probably has to hit, no? I mean, you don't want to stay back on the 24 point, that's for sure, but I don't... Not sure, actually.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? Yeah, I think for tempo, maybe the hit is right.
Hit, okay.
But they do say never hit loose on the deuce,
That Gaz does say that, but it's only 12 returns, that's the first thing to know. I mean, yeah, literally only 12. That's a big advantage of hitting. There, you see the dice were... So 4-1's a good roll because it just brings the check around. But you could play 6. You could actually play 6. It's like I'm tempted.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm tempted.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry. What I was saying, Pete, is that because of the score's so important in backgammon.
Absolutely.
You're a score guy. I know you are. And like, we noticed that Max is leading 6-2.
Yeah.
So what does that mean as far as cubing is concerned?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I guess. It would have to, if you want to cube in a gammonish position, you would have to have more wins than you would normally. I think one of the problems that people have sometimes is that when they get very ahead in the score, they become too conservative with the cube. But here, I guess we're very happy to win 2 points, get to 3 away. So, in this position as Max, I would be trying to get that last checker sort of at least semi-escaped or escaped to the midpoint, and then I can start thinking about cubing in this
Yeah,
position.
yeah. I think when your winning chances, single game winning chances, are up like in round, like
Yeah,
you never
68,
know, 70.
70,
Oh, maybe a bit
yeah.
higher. Yeah, I think a bit higher than that. Then you can think about.
This is
And-
an interesting decision, Simon. Does he make the 22 point or does he make the 5 point?
I think he has to make the 22. That's my first. And then like try not to think about switching because that looks
This
like
is
it.
a tough one. It's so tempting to make the 5 point here, isn't it? It's just such a strong play. You know, you've got a 4 point board against a 2 point board.
I'd have to look at that. My sense was that you had to make the 22. Although he does have two spares on the mid that he can play with, but now he.
So here we're making 30, you know, the 9 point, and yeah, bringing another down.
Probably
Disconnection.
could
in
have
Max's
come up.
position.
No, could have thought about coming up, but
Sure,
you don't
yeah.
want to leave a shot against a 4-point board. 3-2. I mean, again, Malcolm's primed, but he thinks he's got time. And then that 4-3 thoughts
it's
of actually
awkward.
kind of making the 5, but you can't do that.
No. So you're probably just going to have to play to the 4 point here.
Yeah.
So both players with some awkwardness in their positions.
I don't think that double one was that easy, that clear to make the 5 point there.
No,
really.
I agree with you. I think it was very tricky. Be interested to see what the top play was.
And
there.
now I'm also not sure that this is wrong, to be honest. But I don't think I would give it's not only do you give a 6, you leave those 3 blots. You leave 6-1, 6-2 as double hitters, plus 2-5 from the back. You know, maybe you can say to yourself, well, I can still keep this structure and roll a 6 or a 2-4, get the other checker out from the back, 6-3. But now 6s are not going to. Now he duplicate the 6s were duplicated, so maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this will probably just make the 3 points as well, right? He's going to have to give up the.
Yeah, you don't want to
blocking.
though, do you?
No. But I mean, this is a strong structure.
This is a strong structure, but White can roll some stuff that cracks or forces him to leave a shot. Next go.
So Simon, we've just had a request from the chat to read out the dice because some viewers.
Yeah, absolutely, with pleasure. 5-4. Now, I was pausing to think about cube implications. I mean, Malcolm's an underdog, so I don't think he can think about cubing, even though he's trailing massively.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have a 5-4. We kind of want to run from the 23 point, but that's
I just think
a bit
at this moment,
dangerous.
I think it may be the next roll where you run. I mean,
Okay.
here, I just come into the 5 point and then bring the
Normal.
4 down. I think
into the
I would have done
6,
it-
into the 6,
Yes,
yeah.
into the 6,
Yeah.
I would have
It's
done it
funny,
the
I
other way
always
around.
end up saying 5 point in with.
I'm meaning
I
the
do the
6.
same thing. Yeah. 3-1, perfect.
Oh, that's a nice roll. You can just redistribute.
you
the spares.
enjoy playing that role. Like just you feel good about it.
Little,
Dan says double. No, I think the double was premature. So 5-2. Yeah. Well, you can't. Now you
need to
definitely
slot
can't. I
here.
don't think you can come off the
Should
anchor.
he be slotting? The
Yeah,
3
he
point
should be
with the 5?
slotting. Yeah.
I think you've got to play big here.
I think.
you
I
know.
think. I was just trying to rule out completely.
Running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Too much pressure.
there's no way of that succeeding. Literally, unless he rolls double 5.
Yeah, I mean it's 4 blots against an incredible structure.
No, this is actually anti-positional because it allows your opponent to come in
Yeah.
with a 3, either kind of forcing him up in the board where you don't want him. 5-1, okay, he
mean-
can just come out.
Yeah, I think
No.
interesting.
Well,
I
I-
would just
I-
come out with the 1 check.
Yeah,
here, I think.
I mean, you definitely don't want to come out and leave 3 blots. I don't
Yeah.
think Malcolm's going to do that. So yeah,
Yeah, nice play. I mean,
and then he
If he
kind
enters
of
on the 24
wants
point-
him to come in on the
Yeah.
24. Yeah.
yeah. So there we see it. Now, is Max going to slot here with the 4?
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
will,
Yeah.
'cause
Yes.
you just want to keep the 8 point, blocking those 2 checkers on the 23 point.
Yeah. Yeah.
The roll is 4-1, by the way, viewers.
Gammon is complimenting. I can't remember. Is it you who said
No, it was you.
anti-positional?
It was you. Very nice.
But that was I think it was a bad role for Max to come in there. And,
Yeah, absolutely.
And now,
I mean, we
is
could be
is Malcolm
considering
thinking?
he should
Yeah.
be
Is he
considering
having
the cube
thoughts of?
now.
No, I think this is the wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he
I mean,
gets
this is a prime
away
versus
with it
prime.
though. He gets away with it. Yeah.
So can Max roll a 2?
Can he? But he rolls a 1,
He
okay,
hits.
and then he just comes up to the 4-point. No thoughts of doing anything silly here. I think mostly your numbers play. 6-5, 6-4 are going to be bad. They will blot.
Yeah. I think Malcolm needs to get a checker in before cubing
Thinking.
because he's got, you know, two. He needs to get two
Well,
runs in.
well.
Now he could be considering it, right?
I think this would be a bit early. I think he should. I think he should think. I think he should
yeah,
think.
he should have a think.
I think it's early.
I mean, I guess Max only needs a 2. Here he
Okay.
is.
Oh, I thought it was 5-1.
Yes,
I thought
5-2.
it was 5-1. Ah, double 1.
Wow.
Too good. Too good. Even at
So
this
it must
score.
be too good, yeah.
Even at this score.
Yeah.
Don't want to roll double 6. Don't roll double 6. No, he doesn't.
So 4-3.
You leave the shot.
Yeah,
We're
you-
not scared.
No, we have to.
Are we scared?
Try not to be.
Do I
but
want to be playing
sometimes
doubles with
you?
you?
do get scared.
Are you scared?
No, I try and be brave. I
Yeah,
try and be
okay.
brave. But I think all of us, you know, get the fear at sometimes, especially if our opponents are rolling well, right?
I mean, maybe
You can
it's
see it goes
silly.
to the
No,
ball.
sorry to cut you off. Maybe it's silly to just leave the shot.
Well, it
Maybe,
was only double 5 that he was leaving then, 2-5.
but you
right?
don't get closer again.
No,
And if you
double-
do,
it's
yeah,
only double 5,
and now,
right.
but now you don't get closer. That's
Sure.
the downside. People,
Yeah.
people like often in Chouette, people say, no, don't leave the double 5. But the downside
And
of
you see
of-
here,
of
this is
do-
now more shots,
of-
isn't it? Oh, no. So it's still double 5. Okay, yeah, this is a smart move, actually. So he's getting off double 5. He can't be hit now.
Right,
nice
right.
play.
But maybe if he'd have made the other play, he'd have been in the board already by
Yeah,
now. I can't
yeah.
remember what the
Yeah, fair.
but 5-2. Yeah, what a roll! Double 5. What a roll! Okay,
Wow.
you know that when you're playing in a crucial match, if you're rolling this well, it can't continue. You might get Crawford. You might get to Crawford, but then you're going to be like, you're going to lose a few points, and then it's going to go back get to DMP.
So has Malcolm still got another 2 to play here? Yeah, he must slot. I think here, you know, his chances of getting off the gammon, he's going to kind of need a shot to do that. So should be playing. I mean, it might even be
Backgammon.
yeah.
No, it's only like 3% backgammon.
Okay, nice. This can get 2 checkers out.
No, like no backgammons.
Don't call it, Simon.
I'm
Don't
gonna
tempt the
go-
dice. So another good roll for Max. He just wants to avoid a 1 with his next roll. Can Malcolm wrestle up here? He needs something big to try and get off the gammon.
So what?
So,
He just
Yeah, I
he's
think
going to
just
give
maybe-
up on
Yeah. Make
But
the board.
anyone
Go for 1.
apart from double 1. So what is it? It's 10 over 36 times 11. So he's got 110 over 1296, whatever that is. I'm just showing off. No, you completely ignored that one.
Sorry, that was very impressive.
10% to hit
Yes,
from that
yeah,
position.
From that position.
Yeah, that's not insignificant.
No. There are still some backgammons here.
The dice are quite like I like them. They kind of.
See the double
Oh
swing?
no.
So
No, you
anything
don't. You
under
don't.
a 5.
No.
Oh, sigh of relief
We
for
can still
Malcolm.
save the gammon.
You can still- Wow. Okay, so we need to ask Simon, the production team, to change my name so I can confirm that I am not, in fact,
Oh,
the
sorry,
US
I didn't see that.
Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth. My name is Heskett.
I don't think that's a joke. I just think Chara genuinely. I won't.
We're not going to get into politics on the stream, but yeah.
So I think
that's,
Tara is listening. I think, and so if Tara, it's HESKETT.
So now 3 away, 9 away. So Max now is going to be very conservative with the cube, and Malcolm Simon should be very kind of like loose with it. He wants to get in an early gammonish cube here and really put some pressure on Max.
Yeah. Another 6-1. We keep getting 6-1s. I promise you, in the UBC we had loads of opening 6-1s.
Yeah, nice.
So you got some more.
a good roll for
What?
Max.
Didn't he win a gammon?
Yeah, he won 2 points.
Oh, the
Yeah,
cube wasn't
the cube
turned.
wasn't turned, yeah.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
talking about Crawford. Double
Yeah.
4. Wow. Okay, Malcolm needs he deserves a 2-1 or a double 2. Double 2.
Wow.
Okay, you're just gonna
Yeah, I think unless he anchors
concentrate
here,
on.
he should be cubing.
Yeah,
right?
you make the rack.
Like, I always think about advantages in these early game positions.
I think you might have been right, but I don't think you can cube this. It's like pretty much 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
That's correct. Thanks a lot. That's all right.
5-2.
Thank you, Tara.
5-2.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can blame Malcolm.
But it's what it's. Would you say it's quite an even? It's like an evenish
it's
position.
Non-volatile now. That
Non-volatile as well,
anchor.
but I'm just thinking it's like kind of. Oh, I think he should.
He should have split.
I think
here,
he should maybe split, even though he's cubed. Okay, maybe he's right. 6-1. I think he just has to make the downside of this. It might look good, but if you get hit with a 1.
And the thing is, in this position, Simon,
Gets hit with the 1.
Max can just sort of like sit on the 2 point for a long time.
Yeah.
And probably isn't going to get.
And then it's a
gammon,
long way from even just having the bare equity of the 2-point game, which is
Yeah.
about 20% anyway.
Yeah, I mean the 2 point is a strong point to be on because you often get lots of shots in the bare.
Because it's in contact with the 8
and in
point.
contact with the 8 point. Good point.
We
And
have our
you
great friend in the chat.
You get gammoned
Mary.
less than you do when you're on the ace point with the 2 point.
Yeah.
So,
I like the 2 point because I'm just repeating myself because it's in contact with the 8 point, and in some ways he doesn't want to clear the 8 point because then that allows you to get your lucky 6-6 equity that might actually just about win you the game. So 5-3,
this
you
should
can
run out
if
here.
you
I
turn
can check
if
it
you
out,
you turn down
Oh,
making the
could-
3 point.
yeah.
But you can hit loose as well.
can,
I'm not sure
yeah.
about this. I think I like to run out.
Maybe I don't know. This will help gammons though, Simon. I guess, and the score with the cube turned. That's a consideration.
Okay, so what a great cube. I mean, this will be in a tremendously large pass, that's for sure. 5-2.
Yeah.
I
can't
just
get
still think
out.
you want to. Okay, maybe you need to keep that back checker back. Having said that, because it gives you more numbers possibly to escape.
Yeah.
Like 5-3. If you stay back, you get 5-3 as an escaper, which you wouldn't if you
Yeah.
stay on the 24.
So I would just come up with the 2. I
Don't.
think,
Yeah,
would
you don't want to leave it. You don't want to leave
Yeah.
a shot.
And then I guess the
What would you
question
do with
is
the
whether
5?
or not.
What would you do with the 5?
I think I'd still leave it slotted.
Oh,
because-
you're leaving it slotted.
Yeah, I think so.
Because you give yourself a, but then you have to
Like
front
fours are-
load.
fours are
No, but
blocks
then you
to
have to
affect
front
it.
load. I get what, but then you have to slightly front load that
Yeah.
checker and put it on the 4 point, right?
Yeah.
Which is not where you want it,
Unless you step up with the 2.
unless you step up with 2.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure whether that's right or wrong.
Yeah,
but
'cause
I,
you're kind of priming yourself.
yeah,
aren't
yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah,
But it does give you a good
yeah.
run.
Also,
Tricky.
like a tiny thing, if you stay back 3-1, if you then roll 3-1, then it allows you to make the 21 point.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas
yeah.
if you're on the 22 point and you roll a 3-1, you just
Yeah.
get to split with the 1. 3 is not good.
Max continues to dance.
But
with
he's
5-3.
kind of okay. It's very balanced, which is
Yeah.
why Backgammon is such a nice game. You often get these games where you don't know who's going to win
Yeah.
for a long
Yeah.
period of the game, which makes it exciting.
So I think he's got to make the ace point here, Simon, because
Oh, he's got how many
you know,
more?
He's got 2 more to play. Because Malcolm wants 4 points here. He wants the gammon. The best way to achieve that and to escape is to keep,
And
to
stops.
keep Max dancing.
Max could just come in with a 1 something and be okay actually. And
Yeah.
although it's weird because if you make the ace, like you deny Max some of the bad rolls, like 1-5, and 1-5 would be bad for Max.
Sure,
If you don't
yeah.
make the ace, 1-4
Yeah.
would be kind of bad.
Yeah.
Would you prefer him to fan with those numbers? Interesting question.
Yeah. I think for me, I'm biting the bullet on it now. I know. I hear what you're saying about those.
I
those
see
numbers.
what I think. I'm with you. I'm just and
you've
also
got 2s and 3s
arguing
to
that
step
you'll be able to step up and just
Yeah.
get out quite easily.
So just keep him dancing as long as
Double
possible.
6. Am I with? Yeah, And the other the checkers don't go to a good place anyway. So you solve the problem of your checker placement kind of
Yeah.
just by making the 1 point. So we like that.
Dances
4-3.
again. Can Malcolm roll a 2 or 3? He gets
Well,
the
the
2.
2. It's sort of. We were talking about 2s and 3s, but the
Yeah.
2
He
is
wanted a 3 more than a 2.
the 2. Yeah, now you kind of. You'll take a 1. I
Yeah,
mean,
1s or 6s.
I compromise. I'm not going for the 6. I'm going for the 1.
Oh, he
Okay,
wants
he
the
gets
6.
it. The full
Excellent.
6. I think I would
Excellent
just bring it
roll
all the
from
way
Malcolm.
round. Don't want to leave a 2-6 for no reason. I really like the bored demeanour of these guys.
Very much so. They're staying calm, focused and concentrated. Hi to Merrin in the chat. Lovely to have
Hi,
you with
Marion. Hi, Dan. Hi.
us. Yeah, hi Dan. And hi to everyone else. Thank
So
you
the
for joining
3
us.
he played to the 5 point, I'm a bit unsure of that because
Sure.
don't know what it achieves
Well,
necessarily.
you really, against the 2-point anchor, you really want to clear the 6-point as quickly as possible. Now, obviously, he's got 5 checkers on
yeah.
that, you know.
I mean, Max had a 3.
Ah,
yeah,
sorry,
and he
sorry.
played 8-5. He had.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to Malcolm, that's a beautiful roll. So yeah, you're right. I think the next port of call is just unstack, get some of those
Yeah.
checkers off the 6-point, so that you can. I just think clear from the rear. But there is something about the 2-point game which I forget. People tell me you do some. There's something that you. I think you're about. Were you saying that?
Yeah, clearing the 6 is a big thing against the 2-point game.
Okay. What is that? What?
Interesting. I don't know. I mean,
No,
this
what?
helps. This helps Gammons. It helps Gammon. So
What?
I
That
do-
was he. He could have just.
could have cleared, but
Maybe he's.
I think he's just going for it. You know.
I mean, I turned away. My focus turned away, and I was like, but I think I wasn't thinking that you would make that play with 5-5.
Yeah.
You do create a lot of bad numbers for yourself
I just think
over
it
the
hel-
course of the next few rolls.
Sure, but it helps the Gammons.
I
and
wouldn't.
the
I don't
4
think
points,
Max
I
should
don't
come
think-
out.
Yeah, you want to keep the anchor for just
I
one
know
more
that
roll.
we love to save the Gammon, and we're kind of thinking, okay, I want to get that checker out, but
Well, that's
you
in a
just
way-
pay off. You pay off to so many bad
Sure.
rolls, and it's not just now.
Yeah,
it's
well, and
next
later,
go, next
yeah.
go, next go.
But it's in a way, Simon. This is the advantage of Malcolm's play, is that he's now put the pressure on Max, feeling like he needs to get moving to get off the Gammon. You know?
Right, that's true. That's a very good point, actually. So aside from the technicality,
Yeah.
the technically correct play, and now here also I want to play from the 6. I just want to play safely. I don't want to take 2 checkers
So
off.
tempted to
6-4,
rip, though.
6-4, nasty if you rip.
Sure, yeah.
6-4 if you don't rip. I'm gonna go 6-1.
Okay.
I
All
just
right. Just to be different, I'm going to rip.
okay.
I mean, I think you're probably right here, Simon, because I think there's lots of Gammons in this position.
It's
Now,
actually
right.
not that. I'm really worried about losing the game. I just really
Yeah.
and of course when you lock up the game, then you still might win a gammon.
Yeah.
You might not. But you definitely don't lose the game. So
Yeah. And this is the thing, you know, this game, Max was looking really under the cosh for a while, but he's still got some chances here. You know, there is the risk of getting gammoned, but
he should have save the gammon, I would say. But yeah, of course there's a risk. But I think that now I would take one off 6-3.
exactly. Play to
Yeah,
the- yeah, 6-3
yeah, because
and
it's
then
such
take
a
one off.
it's such a denied opportunity. If you decide to leave that checker on the 1 point,
Yeah.
it's such a leaving. It's almost like leaving cash on the table. It's like
I think he will run here, and he's probably right. There's only 2-1 and 1-1 that are pointing on now, right?
okay,
4 as well, but 4 will lead a shot.
fantastic roll. So
Yeah, good
clearing
roll
the
from
6,
Malcolm.
every point you clear is such a
Yeah.
a big
Sigh of relief.
like a big step up in the.
Oh, is that an illegal play? Oh,
I
no,
didn't
he
catch
was-
it.
No, he was right. 5-1 again. We'll take 2 checkers off.
So it looks very safe. Oh wow, okay.
So 2 points to Malcolm Hudson.
8-4.
Yeah. So we're in
7
7-point
away,
match
3
territory.
away.
3 away, 7
7 away, 3 away. That's yellow in my book that no
Okay.
one read.
We all read it.
I have it
It's
in
a
my
wonderful
bag.
book. Yeah, I mean, I love this score. I mean, basically, the most interesting thing in this score is when the 3 away player finds a cube, and then
I love
the 7
that,
away
yeah,
player
I
has-
know you like
They
that.
have recubes like
3 away, 7 away.
40%
The
wins.
3 away player cubes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when it's a recube for the 7 away
Yeah,
player,
that's
you can go
I tend
very
to
early.
focus to my detriment on that. And
Yeah.
in my backgammon career, I've made loads of massive blunders by cubing a 3 away.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, as in
Yeah,
they
you
weren't
have to be-
doubles.
well, this is the interesting thing that's something you have to be very cautious, obviously, but you can also miss cubes by being too cautious.
Yeah.
3 away, 7 away. You know, when you've got a very dominant position. So it'd be interesting to see how Max plays this. 6-3 is going to split and bring a checker down.
Splitting down. So Malcolm is just like, when I'm down in the match, I kind of feel almost quite good about it. It's like
Yeah.
I'm aggressive. I'm like, I
Yeah.
know what I need
I'm
to
fighting.
do. I know what I need to do. I
Yeah.
need to just play big and
Yeah.
make. Yeah, I mean, just hitting and make aggressive plays. There's not a huge difference in checker play.
Yeah.
With different scores, but generally when you're down in the match, you can be much more liberal with your checker plays.
So Simon, how are you feeling about this position? Sending an early one here.
I wouldn't cube this. No. Matter of fact, so matter of fact about it. I wouldn't
No
cube
doubt.
it. No, I
No
don't
doubt.
think I would. But I think he. I don't. I think he should just. I think he should probably do this.
I wouldn't cube this.
I think he should.
But the other
firstly,
one-
should he do this or the other? I think he should do this.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 3 away. He's leading.
Yeah. I mean, the anchor obviously is not great on the ace point. It
Okay.
gives you a bit of security.
So
This should just hit outside.
hit on the outside. I found that 7 away, 3 away is not the most active score. It's
Okay.
like the top level is 4 away, 2 away,
Yeah.
then 4 away, 3 away, and 3 away, 2 away, then 7 away, 2 away. So that's like level 3, and then level 4 is 7 away, 3 away.
Ah,
because you're cubing a 3 away guy, and he
Yeah.
gets some value from
Yes.
holding the
Yeah,
cube.
it's a nice take,
Because
isn't
eventually he might recube you.
Yes. Yeah.
So
So this is. Yeah, I'm happy.
This
with
maybe
with the
is
cube.
fine.
He's got 4 checkers
I-
back.
this
I mean, a
maybe-
big roll here, like a double 3 or
this
double
could
6
very
or
well
whatever.
be. You got the double hitters.
Yeah.
5-3 though. Are you just going to play safe?
It was
Maybe.
disappointing to send the cube and then
Yeah.
roll
but-
a bit of
but
a dart.
I
but
just think I make the 10, but no, I don't know about this. No, I don't like this. I think. Do you do this? I think I just make the 10 point. I know that it's just it's unlikely to. Yeah. That hits twice.
gets punished.
What do you? I
Yeah,
don't.
That's a big swing.
I know it is, but I'm
Match.
just thinking with the 5-3, I probably would have made the 10. I'm
Yeah.
interested in what the right player is, not trying to like
Yeah,
to
I think that was
put
fair.
a downer on Malcolm or
I
anything.
mean, it's
just-
thematic to send the cube and then do. The
I
Gammon
know,
creating
but
play,
you know what I
but-
didn't like is if you hit, you have to strip the 8 points to hit, and that's
Yeah.
not. Now you don't have that many covers and stuff. You haven't got the checkers where you want
So
them.
we're hitting here. With a
Where
3?
what we got?
I mean, we're down in the
Oh,
race, so, you know.
no, or yeah, not. Something says no. Something says yes. 8
Like,
to.
this feels a
Oh, that
bit
yeah.
faster.
You can play that. I was looking at 8 to 5 actually,
Right. Yeah.
but maybe Malcolm hits. Yeah, maybe 8 to 5 was possible.
Yeah, I was in the hitting 6 to 3 clan there. But
Yeah, very possibly. Okay, you can hit twice now if you want.
Wow.
I think you do, don't you?
Yeah.
You can hit on the 10 point and not hit the checker on the 3 point. But I,
mean,
don't
Max
think
has got a match-winning opportunity here.
he
Simon,
does. I
really.
don't think you don't. I don't think you do anything that doesn't hit the guy on the 10 point.
Agree.
Okay,
agree,
good.
Agree.
I'm so glad when people are. I don't. You know what that feeling when
Yeah.
someone else makes your play,
Yeah.
even though we're all quite competitive with each other. It's
Yeah.
such a nice.
Agree.
Like, okay, we do the same.
Well, I like the way Max is playing this, Simon. He's figuring out he does have to hit the checker on the.
You think you
on
should
the
hit on the 3 point?
3
See, I think the mandatory one is sitting on the 10 point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm with you of hitting both of them.
Oh, hitting
you know,
both. Okay.
But yeah, I like the way he was
And
sort of
I
thinking it
think
through,
I
you
think
know.
I would do this. Yeah. And
So-
now you're really, of course, you're just holding the cube all day long and just waiting to.
Another double.
Oh,
he's
he's going to make the ace
rolled.
point, but no. Now we know that black is going to roll a
Yeah.
4. We know that.
Okay, so I need to be. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Bill.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the way he played
I
that.
feel
would've
like
gone down to
the
8
4
points,
always
so-
comes here, doesn't it? Especially when you've got very lucky as Max.
Well, the whole of Australia's hoping
Oh,
for it, Simon.
of
There
course,
we go.
the 4. Okay.
And he can hit.
He
here.
can hit.
I think you have to.
I
don't
think you hit. Well, I mean, what?
I mean,
don't
it's
see anything
blotty,
else.
But you know, you got to try and win this.
You can dupe 4s.
Yeah.
You can dupe 4s. Actually,
And with 3 blots in Max's position, you want to fight here. Things can still turn around for Malcolm. So I hope he finds the hit.
I
Time-
think
time to
I
be
would
bold.
hit. I'm just looking at 6 to 5. Keep on looking at it. I don't think so because
I
it just
like-
gives you. It just gives him 15 shots
Yeah.
off the bat.
I like to think about, Simon, like positions where you're in the lead and you should play bold or safe, or when you're behind and you should play bold and safe. And this is definitely one where Malcolm's losing the game. at
So
the moment,
you're
and
saying
should
he's
play
trying to
bold.
minimise risk here.
No, I think he should be maximising. I think he should be turning. He should be hitting.
Oh, yeah,
You've
yeah,
got
yeah,
to-
he's
you've
the
got
trailing
to
player.
play bold. He's training.
So
in
the
the
bold
match.
play, but
He's training in the game.
isn't 6 to 5 kind of a bold play? I know
True,
it's
true.
a bit
Yeah.
it's a bit bonkers, but
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. But what do you think there is no safe play, is there? There's no
Sure.
like risk.
Yeah.
What would you say is the safe play out of 13,
Well,
12, or
out-
6 to 5?
The safest of those two.
Yeah.
I actually think hitting's a little bit safer.
I think so. Yeah.
Ah, I'm sad about that.
Wait, what
play.
did he do?
He just scooched up.
Oh,
playing 11 to 10.
oh, and of
gets
course,
hit.
yeah. Max hits. Of course, he's going to hit. I
So
didn't
this
see
would have
that.
been great if he'd hit on the 12 point or on the or if he'd slotted on the.
Yeah,
5
2-1
point.
what? Wouldn't have done anything. 2-1. Okay, now he's going to hit, of course. He only leaves 5s and 3s. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And then even if he gets hit back, he can still come in with a 2 or a 3.
He will get hit here with 3-2.
Okay,
Simon,
but he
so we
still
might
can
get
come in
back
with a
game.
2. Can still come in with a 2 or a 4. 4 is okay. I mean, 2 is preferable. 4 is okay.
Yeah.
Hit again. Can't come out because that just gives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good play. I was struggling to spot the hit there.
No. 4-1.
Wow. So what would he do here?
I think I just play bar 24 10 to 6.
Yeah, it'd be nice to tidy up that blot on. Although it'd be nice to make the 10 point, but I think you just want to minimise the blot count here. You know, white wants a non-volatile.
Why
game.
what's a non-volatile position? But also the gain of coming in on the 24 is that you still have coverage on that checker on the 3 point you can hit.
I'm just not into 5 blots in this position.
No. What?
It's too many big anti-jokers here.
Yeah.
Or jokers for Malcolm.
There's, well, not a huge amount, but there's certainly you wouldn't want to give the 3 or 4 very big jokers like double 3, double 1, double 6. But he's got away with it seemingly. But you never know. Malcolm should probably just hit on the 7 point.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And you never know. You might just get some random fan.
Yeah.
Double 6.
Yeah.
It happens, and then he's got like these blots lying about. It might be a bit far fetched to.
Yeah. Well, that sequence exists. It is possible.
We got Mrs. Bubbles.
Nice to see you, Denise. Hope you're enjoying the coverage here. It's been great so far. The UBC of the weekend was lovely. Super commentary by Simon and Justin. And Miranda joining them as well.
They've finished. Oh, I didn't know. Justin is a fabulous. Like, I keep telling Justin that he was born to commentate backgammon. That was his. Oh,
I've put my
passport.
my phone.
Oh no, your
Well, I
phone.
need to check where I'm playing in the speed. So that's kicking off
you've
at
been
1.
you timed out, mate. Never mind. It's only
Oh my
400
God.
euros. What's 400 euros to you? Yeah.
You may know this, you may have told them this, but the final will be at 2:30.
Okay. The final, Bill is reliably informing me, the final will be at 2:30, so not that much time.
No, just pretty much right after.
Right after, okay.
Stream one.
Okay, on stream 1. So Pete's got his draw up because we've got Gammon.gg, the new software developed by the Galaxy team.
Am I
and we've
looking
got
at the
brackets.
right?
It
Am I
looks
looking at the right
great.
thing here?
It looks great. I mean, you've got the flags there.
Okay.
Gammon.gg.
I need to go.
Okay.
See you
All right.
guys. Thanks
Thank
for having
you,
me,
Pete.
Simon.
I'm on my own. So again, Max is getting what he wants. It makes it so much easier when your opponent doesn't come in, of course. Malcolm had every opportunity to make the 23 point, the 2 point, or the 4 point. 4-1, right. Still 6 blots. So Max is all right, but if he rolls something that doesn't manage to, or he does this, which is likely to be the right play, shouldn't play 2-1. But if he gets hit, it's funny because he shouldn't play 2-1. But if he gets hit when he doesn't play 2-1, he could be facing some sort of difficulty with all those blots. There could be a sequence which causes him trouble. Max just looks up for a little bit. Seen him fully focused the whole of the game. Any 6 or 5 gets the 5. Okay, the 1. He's still got these 5 blots. If Malcolm comes in with a double 4 or consecutive 4s, Max will be a little bit sweaty. 3-1. I suppose we're just going to make the bar. I'm not sure. I think, or 18-15, 7-6. Perhaps that's a little bit preferable. There's all sorts of plays here, but I think the fact that you want to just... That could be better, actually, than late 18-15, 7-6. Again, we're worried about consecutive 4s, I suppose. Or the dreaded double 4. 5-4, he gets to move a lot of stuff. I would consider coming to up to the air, yeah. And then the 5, I'm not sure whether you carry on with that one. Now, I don't mind so much that he doesn't clean up any of the blots, because they're closer to home now, so he should be able to clean it. If he needs to clean up any of the blots very quickly, he'll be able to do that now. So I think 5-1, I just do make the... Again, it's the same kind of decision. Do you make one of the anchors and tidy up the blots, or do you just make it slightly easier for yourself to come home and split that 15 point? Possibly, yes. So I think that balance is hard to find, and I think Max has certainly understood the balance. 6-1 fanning, and it's looking very much like Max is just going to lock this game, this whole match down. It's going to take something from Malcolm to change this. You don't know. He's going to have to roll a 4 immediately. No 4. 5-4 just coming in, maybe just to the 6 point, or the 15-10, 9-5. Don't necessarily want to make the 10 point though. Okay, so I think I would do this. These plays are such tricky little plays, and you know that your opponent's there sitting on the bar. You kind of want to just not torture him by taking too long. So I think anything was reasonable here. Little differences in both plays. Now, for example, double 3 will be awkward because it's blocked by the 13 point. 6-5 is fine. Not the best, though. Maybe you just play 6-1. I'm not a massive fan of stacking another checker on the 5 point for some reason, which I can't immediately identify. 4, but it's just too late. And Max is going to have a very easy time of bringing this game home for Gammon. That I would play all the way. I'm not going to leave. I don't think we'll end up... Yeah, he's not going to leave any shots. If Max bears off safely, he's just going to win the game. 6-4, in and out. Or just... Yeah, maybe down is better. But it's very, very difficult for Malcolm to stop this game win. The 6-1 is actually an awkward roll, and probably better off taking a checker off. The other way, interestingly, if he takes a checker off, no, actually 6-1 and 5-1 will still play fine. 6-3, so Malcolm just needs to build a prime. I mean, it's very unlikely that... I don't think he should be saving the Gammon. Okay, the other match is still going on. I would have been surprised if it had finished, because this has been a short match. Double 1, just clear the 6 point. Taking a little bit of time, but I'm sure he'll do it. Does it leave him odd? Is that what he's worried about? But he shouldn't be too worried. Yeah, Malcolm should just be building a block here, and he's not doing it. He's just sort of not kind of seen that that's what he should be doing. And again, it won't cost him much, because the big likelihood is that he won't get a shot, and Max will just win the Gammon. So Max does get the odd number of checkers off the 5 point. Takes a checker off with the 1. Again, will Malcolm be able to see that he needs to play something like 13-7-6-5, starting to slot the points he most wants to make, or 15-9, something like 15-9-6-5, trying to get a prime from the 9 point to the 5 point, or from the 10 point to the 5 point. But he's still going for the Gammon save plays, which I just don't think he's gonna... He's just not going to be able to save the Gammon. 3-2. So his technique is like, I'll try and save the Gammon and make an outside prime, but I think he should have just... Malcolm's technique, but I think he should have just focused on making the points he wanted to make and given up completely on trying to save the Gammon, because it's just not going to be possible. So even now, making the 4 point would be reasonable, but I would probably play 11-5, 6-4, slotting both points. So now he does go for the 4 point. He sees that he's not going to save the Gammon, so he just wastes the pips. 6, oh, it looked like a double 6. So he's only got to avoid 6-1, 5-1, 4-1, and he's going to win the match and going to be in the final. 2-1, Malcolm will slot the 5 point. Now he does identify. He just needs to play for contact and play for that shot. Play for 6-1, 5-1, 4-1. Or any of the other ones, and then 6-1, 5-1, 4-1 next. But double 3 is going to be a handshake, I think. That's illegal. That's an illegal play. Okay. Interestingly, that was an illegal play, but Malcolm handshakes, and that was a pretty quick match. A quick recap. Often hard to remember what happened, transpired in the match. I think the first game there was a Gammon. Max won a Gammon, or it might be in the second game. But anyway, Malcolm on a 2 cube in one of the games, and that was well played. I think Malcolm missed a couple of cubes maybe, and ended up cubing when he shouldn't have cubed. It was probably only a small mistake when he was 7 away, 3 away. Malcolm made a nice play with a double 4 in a game where he was about to get gammoned. Hi. No, I don't. Ladies asking me about the PRs, but unless someone is transcribing in the chat, I don't think they are. Was there anything else? Anyway, no, I think Malcolm couldn't have done anything. Oh, there was a 6-4 by Max, which I wasn't 100% sure about. But all these things are little technical backgammon things, and it's all about the match, really. And so Max advances to the final, which will be at 2:30, so just an hour and a bit. And I will be back with Justin on Stream 1. Or maybe I won't be back with Justin on Stream 1 to commentate, because Miranda might be commentating. But we will see. See you later.